Space is big. You just won't believe how big it is. If you jumped into the fastest rocket we have ever built, it would still take you 75,000 years just to reach the very nearest star system, Alpha Centauri. To the universe. Our current technology is slower than a snail crawling across a continent. If we want to become a multistellar species, we don't just need better rockets. We need to break the rules of reality itself. We need the warp drive. The concept of warp is the holy grail of science fiction. We first saw it enter the public consciousness in the 1960s with Star Trek. Captain James T. Kirk would sit in his chair and command his crew to punch it or engage, and the USS Enterprise would defy the laws of physics. Later, Star Wars gave us hyperdrive, and Interstellar showed us the terrifying beauty of warping space around a black hole. In all these stories, the message was the same. To survive as a species, you must conquer the distance. But here is the shocker. Warp drive isn't just a movie trope. It is a serious, mathematically consistent area of theoretical physics. In 1994, a Mexican physicist named Miguel Alcubierre published a paper that changed everything. He realized that while the laws of physics say nothing can travel through space faster than the speed of light, there is no law saying that space itself cannot move faster than light. During the Big Bang, the universe expanded at speeds that would make a photon look like it was standing still. Alcubierre proposed a warp bubble. Imagine a ship sitting in a patch of flat, normal space. In front of the ship, you mathematically compress spacetime, making the distance shorter. Behind the ship, you expand spacetime, pushing the ship forward. The ship itself isn't moving. The bubble of space it is sitting in is moving. It is like standing on a moving sidewalk at an airport. This sounds like magic, but the math actually works. However, there is a giant, planet-sized but. To create this bubble, we need something called negative energy or exotic matter. Normal matter has gravity that pulls things together. Exotic matter would have anti-gravity that pushes space apart. For a long time, scientists thought this was impossible. They calculated that to move a small ship, you would need to turn the entire mass of the planet Jupiter into pure energy. But science never stops. In the last decade, researchers like Harold Sonny White at NASA have refined the math. By changing the shape of the warp bubble to a thick, vibrating ring, they reduced the energy requirement. Suddenly, the impossible became merely extremely difficult. So, what leads us to the day we actually build one? First, we need to master the quantum vacuum. We know that even empty space is bubbling with energy. If we can learn to tap into the Casimir effect, the tiny force that exists between objects at the microscopic level, we might find the key to creating the negative energy density required for a warp bubble. In Star Trek, the nacelles generated the warp field. We would need real gravity generators. This leads us to our second challenge, moving our experiments into deep space. Trying to warp space-time on Earth is like trying to build a jet engine in a glass house. We need the cold, high-vacuum environment of the Moon to test microwarp bubbles without interference. Third, we need a breakthrough in power generation. We are talking about fusion and beyond. A warp drive ship wouldn't run on chemical fuel. It would likely be powered by a singularity engine or a high-output matter-antimatter reactor. These technologies are decades, if not centuries away, but they are not impossible. If we achieve this, the world changes forever. A trip to the Moon would take less than a millisecond. Mars would be a 1-minute commute. We could send probes to every star within 20 light-years by the end of the week. We would no longer be Earthlings. We would be galacticlings. This is similar to a wormhole concept, but instead of cutting a hole, we are surfing the surface of the universe. But the warp drive also opens up terrifying questions about time. Because space and time are linked, moving faster than light is, mathematically, the same as moving backward in time. A warp ship could potentially arrive at its destination before it even left the shipyard. This is the twin paradox on a galactic scale. How do we handle a universe where cause and effect are no longer in order? That is a puzzle for the philosophers and the next generation of physicists to solve. The journey to the stars is the greatest challenge our species has ever faced. It is the final frontier of our intelligence. Every time you look up at the night sky and see those tiny pinpricks of light, remember that they aren't just stars. They are destinations. And one day, we might just have the keys to reach them. If you want to be on the front lines of the next great leap in human history, hit that subscribe button right now. We are going to continue exploring the edge of what is possible. Like this video if you believe that one day we will engage our engines and leave this solar system behind. Science is the most epic adventure story ever written. What is the first planet you would visit? Let me know in the comments below. Every pulse we detect tells a story that was written billions of years ago. It is a cosmic time capsule. Stay curious, stay bold, and keep questioning everything. The universe is waiting, and we are almost ready to move. See you in the next dimension. Engagement sequence complete. Until next time, keep looking at the stars. This is Gabor, signing off. Bye-bye.